Wagwan bitches! Today we are going to be talking about who the best Spider-Man is. And let me tell you, there's one answer. Okay? Andrew Garfield. You fucking argue with me, you're wrong. My opinion is right, okay? Fuck freedom of speech, okay? Fuck, like, everything. Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man, right? Everyone's like, oh, Andrew Garfield, shit is Spider-Man, you know? No, he's the fucking best, and let me tell you why, okay? Let's start with the cons of the others. Right, Tobey Maguire, you gotta love him because he was the OG. You can't hate him for that. He's always gonna be the fucking OG. The problem with Tobey Maguire is it was like held down by its time, you know? Like, it's not the best CGI and shit or whatever. I don't know fucking what they used. You know, it's not the best type of that. But my main problem with it is there's no consequence as much as there is in Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider. But if I remember correctly, I don't think many people died. If someone did, it wasn't very substantial, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta love Tobey Maguire Spider-Man for being the OG. But, you know, I just feel he was a man trying to play a high school kid. He didn't seem like Peter Parker, in my opinion. Well, yeah, he seemed like Peter Parker, but he didn't seem like the pitch on perfect fucking Peter Parker. Tom Holland, I think he's the closest that we can relate. He's young, thick, you know, he's like all around just a well-rounded character, and that's because he's had multiple movies to show it. You know, he's had fucking the first Spider-Man, he's had Infinity War, Civil War, Endgame, Far From Home, I fucking remember. But, you know, he's had all that time to, you know, build his character. So, you know, that's why I guess people love him so much, because he's had the most time. To me, I just feel like Tom Holland's in the MCU, they kind of set themselves aside because they were fucking like, yo, we're MCU, we're gonna integrate this dude into the MCU and shit. It's gonna be MCU movie. So it wasn't really a Spider-Man movie and more of Spider-Man in an MCU movie. So that's where I think the problem with Tom Holland is. Again, I fucking love Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland, but I think the part that really fucking makes me love Andrew Garfield is one, as Matt Pat said, that fucking hair. That hair is thick, okay? I don't care if Tom Holland is thick, that hair is thick. Yes. As I was saying earlier, I think the main part that makes Andrew Garfield the best Spider-Man is the consequence. There's actual consequence with what happens in Andrew Garfield, especially in the first one first. Gwen Stacy's dad dies, and that wasn't as good as the second one, in my opinion. But, you know, her dad died, and it's like a substantial part in that actually changed the story in the future. While in Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, I think Harry Osborn's dad died, and, you know, it didn't really change the story that much, in my opinion. Gwen Stacy's dad dying, it seemed like there was actually, she actually changed from it, and, you know, shit was complicated compared to Tobey Maguire, where, you know, it was almost like she just kind of forgot. But then the main part that really makes me love Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, is when Gwen Stacy dies. Okay, now, do you remember when she's falling from that fucking building? And then she lands and you see her fucking break her back like a person breaking their back. Nailed it. That part was like the part that really made me fucking love Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Like the whole Amazing Spider-Man genre. Because it actually showed there was proper consequence. Like, you wouldn't get that in a Disney Marvel MCU movie. Because, you know, it's Disney. They got to be safe. It's got to be kids and stuff. You wouldn't see that fucking breaking back. I'm not saying that Gwen Stacy wouldn't have died in if she was in if she's in Spider-Man MCU, Tom Holland's, but I don't feel her death would be as well portrayed as Amazing Spider-Man. And then the same thing is with Tobey Maguire's. You know, there's not really any she's about to fucking die, you know? She fucking died. It's just like she dead. I just feel the deaths and stuff and everything in Tobey Maguire's and Tom Holland's Spider-Man is more safe. While Amazing Spider-Man took more risks. And, you know, killing off Gwen Stacy's dad and then killing off Gwen Stacy, it actually showing what the frick happens. You know, you see her falling, fucking dies and breaks her back, and that makes it more traumatic for Andrew Garfield. It like gives us better, yo, Andrew Garfield was fucking hella sad, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, his fucking girlfriend just freaking died and dead, and, you know, he's hella sad. And I think that's why people don't like Amazing Spider-Man more than MCU and Tobey Maguire's, because they're more safe, and just, you know, not that they're safe is bad, because, you know, being safe like gives us a more classic and light story, but taking that risk and, you know, being more out there than the others, I just personally like that more. That's my opinion though. You can like different. Anyway, that's why I think Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man. You can disagree with me. You can like give me better. You can, you know, argue in the comments, and I'll fucking read all the comments, because, you know, I'm not that big. You know what I'm saying? I've got time to read comments. You know, I'll read your comments if you guys think any different. Like, subscribe, and eat ass. You know what I'm saying? Eat ass.